morning. I'm Detective Chief Superintendent Luke Williams and I lead policing in North West London, including here in Golders Green. I want to provide an update on a shocking incident overnight and the progress of the police investigation. At around 1:45 hours today, we were called by the London Fire Brigade to report of a fire on Highfield Road, Golders Green. We attended the scene where 4 ambulances from Hatzola, a volunteer-led ambulance service run by members of the Jewish community, were on fire. The attack occurred in the car park of a local synagogue where Hatzola's vehicles for this area are based. Explosions were heard as oxygen canisters on board the ambulances exploded. Nearby homes were evacuated as a precaution, with 34 residents displaced and road closures put in place. Thankfully, no injuries were reported and all of the fires were safely put out. 4 ambulances have been destroyed, but we understand the service remains fully operational and able to respond to emergencies. We were able to get local residents back into their homes relatively quickly, and I thank them for their patience and understanding. This arson attack is being treated as an anti-Semitic hate crime. This is a devastating incident for our Jewish communities, and we've launched an immediate investigation to identify those responsible. Our officers remain on scene to carry out urgent inquiries and to gather CCTV footage and other evidence. We believe we're looking for 3 suspects at this early stage. CCTV footage appears to show 3 people in hoods pouring accelerant onto the vehicles before igniting them and fleeing. While this has not been declared a terrorist incident at this stage, the investigation is now being led by Counter-terrorism policing, with all the specialist expertise they bring and all lines of inquiry remain open. We are aware of an online claim from a group taking responsibility for this attack. Establishing the authenticity and accuracy of this claim will be a priority for the investigation team, but it is not something we can confirm at this point. There have been no arrests at this early stage, and we would urge anyone with information to please contact us as soon as possible. You can do so anonymously if you wish. We have already spoken to local community and faith leaders and will continue that work today. A specific policing plan focused on key community locations across the area is underway and will continue beyond the coming days as we move towards Passover in early April. This attack comes at a time when fears are already heightened given global events and recent attacks targeting Jewish communities in other parts of Europe. The Met Police stands shoulder to shoulder with our partners and communities. Together, we take a zero-tolerance approach to hate crime. We are stepping up our support to Jewish communities across London to engage, offer reassurance and take practical action to protect people and property. If you have any information about what happened in Golders Green, please come forward and call the police on 101, providing the reference 415 of the 23rd of March. To remain anonymous, call the independent charity Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. Thank you very much. I'm now going to hand over to Deputy Assistant Commissioner Paul Askew from the London Fire Brigade.
Of course, yeah. Early this morning, the London Fire Brigade control room took the first of 56 calls reporting a fire on Highfield Road in Golders Green. Upon arrival, crews were met with a well-developed fire involving 4 ambulances. Several cylinders stored within the vehicles exploded because of the heat, causing damage to the windows of a nearby residential block. Residents from the immediate area were evacuated to a rest centre as a precaution while crews worked to bring the incident under control. The fire was safely extinguished overnight. We understand the impact this fire will have on the local community, including our Jewish residents. The brigade's community engagement team attended the rest centre last night to support residents that have been directly impacted by the fire. Alongside our firefighters, they will continue to work with and support the local community in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What's your reaction to this attack, and what have members of the local community been saying to you this morning?
So we woke up this morning in a state of shock. A revealed miracle from God that not a single person was injured nor killed. It so easily could have happened. You know, I've just been to see 3 totally burnt out ambulances situated between a synagogue and a block of flats, but literally right alongside them. Windows of the synagogue blown out, windows from the tall apartment block blown out. Thank God nobody was injured. And how low can you get? This is a facility of the Hatzalah voluntary ambulance organization to save human life, and here we are, people who have no regard for human life. However, our response is one of strength, of fortitude, of resilience. The synagogue alongside which this happened, they're going to be back in action, afternoon service, evening service today. And in fact, our response will be not only to continue in strength, but we're going to emerge stronger, because we're not going to be cowed, we're not going to be intimidated by terrorists, and this was a terrorist attack. Nothing's going to stop us from standing tall as Jews and behaving in a way according to our tradition as proud British citizens.
And is there more the government could be doing to ensure the security of British Jews?
We are grateful for the significant amount of security which is being provided to us by our government in the same way as previous governments have provided, together with police forces. You can never have too much security. The more we get, the better. Isn't it highly lamentable that our synagogues, our schools, our Jewish facilities can now only function behind walls, behind gates? But that's the reality of the situation. But together with that, while we are so shocked today and so saddened, nothing's going to terrorize us or intimidate us to stop functioning in genuine strength.